Hello Gundam fans, Jitaro speaking. This is a review of the 1:144 scale high grade GN-0000 Gundam from the series Gundam 00. Man, that's a lot of O's. As you can tell, this looks like quite a bit different from the standard 00 Gundam images, thanks to MAHQ. So I'm going to go into that right now. I had previously built this kit, snapped this kit early in my Gundam career, where it was only snapped and used some Sharpies on the clear parts. And I had always known I had one to repaint it. And when the forum Gundam Eclipse came up with their Universal Century versus Alternate Century group build, I knew that's what I wanted to do, especially with their guidelines that had to do with certain colors for each of the sides. So what I did here was my interpretation of a mass-produced 00 Gundam. There were a few modifications that I'm thinking you can see right now, so I'll go into those right now. I removed the seam lamps that were present in the kit. I took off the V-fin completely. I took off the ears that the 00 had. Let's see, right there. Oops, right there. I also took off the spikes that were on this little white cockpit hatch, and then I will show you the last two modifications in the accessories. Now this kit is a review of the 00 Gundam kit from Gundam 00. But there are a few things that come from the old Riser kit, specifically the condenser type, which I will show right now. And those parts are these two parts right here, and the GN shield, which I will show in a bit. So going on, the colors I used for this kit were a Rustoleum Painter's Touch gray primer, which you can still see in certain parts of the kit, like the fins right there. Rustoleum Painter's Touch gloss white for the white parts, of course. Rustoleum Touch gloss black, and Krylon banner red. Then Tamiya TS72 clear blue for the clear parts. Some clear blue are on the kit, and then for the frame, the Rustoleum Anodized bronze. So let's go ahead. So now that we've gone over the modifications and the colors, might as well go into articulation. Let's see. So the feet, the head goes up, down. You can look all the way down there, actually. That's pretty cool. Rotate, not 360, but a fair bit. It has the dual ball joint, so you can have that chicken joint. That's pretty famous, thanks to a tool for toys. In the chest, the arms can go out like that. Arms can rotate 360 as long as you get it out of the way of the GN drives. The bottom of there is a bicep swivel, a double joint, although it doesn't go all the way 180, it's more of a 135. And then there is a joint at the wrist guard, and then a ball joint for the hands. As you can tell, as you can see, I have an open fist for holding hands, and an open hand that's more expressive right now. In the chest, you have a little bit of wiggle, also a little bit side to side. The front skirts can rotate a little bit. There we go. It can go up and down, and it can rotate a little bit. The side skirts can rotate and go out a fair bit, and the back skirt is solid. the legs have that joint where it lets them rotate around that joint, and they can go like this. The legs can go forward, back until they hit the sword, the beam sabers, and out that much. The knees have a fantastic bend. Look at that. As long as you get out of the way of the beam saber, you can get a really nice bend out of there. And there goes one of the beam sabers. And the other one. This ankle guard does go up, so it lets you move the foot that far forward. Not much back. The ankle joints are great. It lets you go out that much and in that much, which means if you really wanted to, you could have them. That's one of the issues with this kit. You could have him posed like this, and he is suspended in the air, which is pretty amazing. The last articulation of this kit comes from the backpack, where we have some ball joints here, so they can rotate all around. Here it's pegged, so it can go forward and back, about that far. Then there is a, oh my gosh, okay. Then there is a peg system right here that lets you move the GN drives / condensers up about that far, and they can actually rotate quite a bit, so pretty interesting. That's it for the articulation. As you can tell, a few parts were falling off. I found, at least on mine, I'm not sure what others' experiences are, but my waist joint, the connection between the waist and the chest, is very loose and tends to pop off a lot. And these beam sabers that are on the back tend to also fall back. The beam sabers do connect back here. They stay in there, kind of, and then you can move them to the side for when he's, about to draw them, I guess you could say. So you can put his hand right there. They don't really hold though. The original kit, the 0000 Gundam, comes with 2 GN drives that I took off because of the whole mass-produced aspect of this kit. The original kit, the standalone 00 Gundam, does not come with beam sabers, or beam, not sabers, but the beams themselves, although those have the beam sabers. And now for the modified parts of this kit. Here is the GN Sword 2 in full. This is what it would look like. This part, this is a sticker right here. This gray right here is a sticker, but it is all a clear part that I used, I think, Sharpie to color. So here's the GN Sword 2. It does have an attachment that lets it go on a side skirt, like that. And if you want to transform it, you take it off, rotate 90 degrees, and put it back in. And then you extend this, then you lower and you raise it, and you have a handle for the GN gun, GN sword gun. I don't really know what to call it. It doesn't fit that well in the hand. It's kind of loose, unfortunately. So that is the GN Sword 2, but I modified the kit quite a bit, at least this part in this part also. So here you see what I did. Let me just move this over. And here are the differences. So you can tell I shortened the blade quite a ways and then proceeded to sharpen it, making it more of a GN dagger. I also painted the gray part right here and used a clear blue spray. And it can still rotate. You can see some prime detail down there. And go like this, and it can still be the gun in the gun form. And that's all the accessories you get with the basic 00 Gundam. But again, since I'm using the condenser colors or the old riser, you get the GN shields. I just want to show you what they should look like first. No, oh, that's good. Actually, might be good enough. So the GN shields, when they're connected, they look like that. I modified mine to resemble kind of a ground type Gundam or EZ-8 shield by cutting off the tip, the pointed tip, and making a flat, and then having the dual colors with the gray and the red. You can see here, both here, one's in its extended mode and one's not, so you can see the difference. They do have pegs which connect to the back of the arm. Oh, if I can only get it. Dang it. Well, they connect to the back of the arm, that's what's important. They don't really work that well. And if you want to combine them, you move this up closer, and you move this up closer. And then you see these little pegs, which kind of just combine. Actually, I haven't done this in a while. There we go. And you get a full shield, which he can hold. And now that it's actually a little bit shorter, it's actually a little bit better to handle. And lastly, with these, you can attach them to the GN drive holders using this peg right here and a hole under the GN drive, and just stick him on there. Now he has a sharper look, longer, which makes it look quite a little bit better. So that has been the review of the 1-144 scale high grade 00 Gundam with mass production type, as I have dubbed it. I did use a few decals here and there that you can see here on the legs and on the chest and the arm. Celestial Being, and you have these little Celestial Being decals or clear stickers that come with the condenser type. So that has been my review and my kit. Please let me know what you thought. This was one of my messier, you could say, projects. So there are a few scuffs here and there, and I really wish like I could have gotten some kind of visor instead of just painting the face blue. But overall, I do like what this kit became, and I do have another 00 Gundam 00 Riser that I will probably be doing in the regular colors in the future. So let me know what you think in the comments. Thank you very much, and keep building, my friends.